turnovers. The 3 that I had were just, rust, not playing, but, it's going to take some time, and we're going to figure it out.
Where do you feel like this game got away from one?
Coach always emphasizes, second half, the first 4 or 5 minutes is key. If you don't come out and don't throw the first punch, for the first couple of minutes, then, it gives the opposing team a chance to come back, and that's kind of what happened. But, I'm proud of our guys, though, the way that we battled and the toughest that we had, throughout the end of the game, just to not give up and play the way that we did.
Jalen, in terms of what the guys kind of put forth today in terms of effort, how would you say it was different than Tuesday at Iowa State?
We had a good 2 days of practice, we got a lot that we had to turn around, but I feel like this game right here and those 2 practices is a step in the right direction. Iowa State, we went in there with a different mindset, we just gotta go out there and compete and be street dogs like Texas Tech, as we know, Texas Tech. So hopefully we can keep getting it, try to get it into the right direction.
You think y'all kind of shocked them that first half, taking it to them?
I don't know if we shocked them. They knew about us, our record don't show who we are, we've been in a lot of tough games that we could have won. So I don't think it was a shock to them.
Jalen, how does Fardaws kind of change the offense or just kind of change you all defensively, and how much was that an adjustment period for you all just to kind of get used to that?
To be honest with you, it was an adjustment. He just brought so much more to us, versatility. He's a big man, 7 foot, he can shoot the 3. He's a smart big man, He just brought everything that we needed to this team, and he's going to help us tremendously.
What about the conference? You got Baylor next week, you got K-State next week. It's a juggernaut every night.
That's what we signed up for, That's what we all signed up for, Big 12. It's going to be a battle every night. We just got to take it day by day, keep people healthy, and just keep getting in the right direction.
How difficult was it to guard against Jabari Rice? He went to the line 10 times, I believe.
He's a smart player. All of them veterans, they've been in the game for a while, so they were all smart players, but, they came out here and played their heart out, so
Any extra motivation for you?
Oh yeah, for sure. It was extra motivation being back here where I was at. For sure, yeah. I just came here, like I said, day by day. This was the next game on our schedule, so I had to come out here and try to play as hard as I can.
I'm curious, Jalen, do you still keep in touch with some of the guys from Texas? I know you weren't here that long, but
I keep in touch with a couple of them, here and there, happy birthdays and stuff like that. A couple of them that transferred away too, I talk to them, so I try to just, keep that relationship because it's bigger than basketball,
And what was it kind of like going against some of those guys, maybe knowing some of their tendencies a little bit, some of Timmy, Marcus, some of that?
It felt like it was back in practice, I remember playing against every single one that came back, Love competing against some guys. They play hard. They taught me a lot when I was here. So hats off to them guys. They're vets. And just hats off to them on the win.
How do you size up their team? Is it what you expected from watching tape?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I expected them to be. They're one of the best teams in the country. Not even close. Yeah, 1,000%.
Dawes, you mentioned the fight that you guys had. Can you just mention those last 2 free throws where you guys are trying to do the intentional miss and kind of maybe got very close to being good for you all on those 2 plays?
Yeah, the way the game kind of, rolled out towards the end, we got in a situation where, we were at the free throw line. I think we were down 3 at the time, and, I walked over to DH and I asked him, what are you going to do? He said, I'm going to make the first one, miss the second one to your side. So, he missed it. It was a good miss. It hit back rim. I tried to get my hand on it. I couldn't, but, at the end of the day, there were a lot of other plays, throughout the game that if we had, handled better, we could have came out with a different outcome. But, for us, it's just trying to get better. Like I said, this is the first time all season, we've had a full healthy team. And once it starts to click, with, myself out there and, Bacho, KO, Jalen, Pop, all these other young guys, JT, I think it's really gonna, change things up for, us.
What are your impressions of Big 12 being
For me, think the crowd's a little bit better. I think obviously, you know, the physicality, I love it. You know, I'm a big dude and I love to hit people, you know. Sometimes playing some of the smaller schools, you know, you hit some guy and now you got 3 fouls, but they let us play, which I love. So I think that's, you know, one thing that I love and you know, try to take advantage of.
Anything else surprised you about the league? Think about the intensity or anything?
I wouldn't say so, no. I mean, it was kind of what I expected. You know, I've been watching the last couple months. You know, watching this play. You know, watching on the sideline, trying to, you know, visually prep mentally. So, you know, even with me playing basketball for the last 5.5 months, you know, I'm still there mentally. You know, every single day. So just trying to visualize myself out there on the court. Man, he's a special player. He's a guy that can, you know, really change a game, change the outcome of a game. He had a big shot at the end of the game that, you know, put us in a position to try and win the game. But like I said, like, you know, Thursday's practice was the first time, you know, I practiced with Pop all year, you know, and like for us, that's just the, you know, it's once the chemistry clicks and once the, you know, the team, you know, clicks with all of us healthy now, you know, it'll be a different Texas Tech team.
You done with these guys?
Thank you, sir.
Mark, how do you keep the team up after some losses, but knowing you're in a great conference and just keep the momentum going?
Well, yeah, it's a great question. You know, it starts, so we have some good guys, we do, and you know, just like the coach staff, they hate losing and they want to get better, and you know, they had to pick themselves up off the deck against Iowa State, and so I was proud of the way they were responded, and we had a really, you know, several good days of workout, and I think they helped us, and we emphasized a lot on rebounding, and we were able to do that tonight, and I thought we played a little more consistent defense for most of the game. So a lot of things to build on, still having too many turnovers, and that's something we have to continue to emphasize and work on. Boy, I tell you, not in this league. They're all good and tough, and they were tough last year. I didn't, you know, imagine in my wildest dreams they'd be as good or better, and it's maybe a tougher league even this year than it was last.
Rice is a matchup problem. He's not a very big guy. He gets to the line a lot. What kind of problems?
Well, he's that sixth man. He comes off the bench and gives him a lot of energy, and just plays hard and you know, gets to the foul line. Really consistent free throw shooter as well. Has a unique shot fake that we talked a lot about all week, and he fooled us a couple times with it. But he's a winner. He's a tough kid and adds a lot of depth and I think personality to the Texas team. Well, they still play hard like they did last year. I think Carr's continued to get better. He's scoring a lot more a lot better from, you know, he's a 3-level scorer. Last year he struggled a little bit from maybe 3, but I think he's shown a lot of leadership, and I think they're the teams. Everyone's accepted their role. Everyone on their team knows what they're supposed to do. You know, Brock, he's really good at rebounding and makes open threes. They're big guys, screen well and go rebound, and they don't take a lot of the other players don't take a lot of tough shots. And then, you know, you got a guy like Timmy Allen that's just so hard to guard because he's strong and can score around the basket and off the bounce, and you know, so they've got a lot of weapons offensively, and they're playing good defense as well. Well, you know, you always want to try to stop the momentum, but they've got a great crowd here, and you know, we're still have some inexperience, and so we're trying to get our guys to stay focused and not let that adversity get the best of us, and trying to get them to kind of stay in the present, keep fighting, and we did that for the most part of the game. We were a little disappointed this first 4 minutes. I think we mentioned that and knew that was going to be a critical part of the game, and weren't able to sustain their their push right through those first 4 minutes, and that a lot of credit to their coaching staff and to the team for fighting back. It's kind of 50-50 on that. Same with us at the free throw line. Do you make it? Do you miss it? With 4.3, those are, you get judged either way. And I don't think there's any analytics to say one's really much better than the other. A lot more red in last year's crowd. No doubt. I mean, I think it was, and it's always difficult playing in front of a loud that crowd. And they had a good student section, and we had a really long winning streak because we had such a great home court advantage all last year. Went undefeated at home, and they're building here, so it's impressive. Oh, I don't know. We have great fans. I mean, they love Texas Tech Red Raiders, whether they like me or not. But there was a little bit more of an edge last year and that first year. But we've got great crowds at home. We're proud of our fans, and they're supporting us. Thank goodness. I don't know, but that was those games, a little bit of luck. It could have gone the other way, and we just got to figure out how to close the gap and make a few less mistakes down the stretch. Yeah, I mean, of course, Daniel got in foul trouble, and so it just wasn't. And he's such a good player, and he's getting back healthy. It's the first time we've had our full team back, but we're still not healthy. And but once we get, Doss is, he's probably really about 70%, and then with Daniel Baccio, he lost about 18 pounds, and he's still got about 6 or 8 pounds to go to get back to his fighting weight. So we're still getting those guys healthy. It's a start, and it's tough when you look at all these losses, but it shows a lot of character about this team. We just want to win and get better, and our goal is to improve each day. And it sounds, a little bit like a cliche, but we want to get better each day and then try to play harder than our opponents, and that's our goal. All right, thank you all. God bless you. Appreciate it.